Good morning, everybody. Thursday morning, early morning crypto talk. Bitcoin Brandon here. We'll get started in a second. Good morning, Adrian. Good morning, Jessica. Good morning, JJ. Good morning, Peter. Good morning, Bonita. Happy Thursday to you. Good morning, Shane. Good morning, Anthony. Week's almost over. Early morning crypto talk. Bitcoin Brandon here. Thursday, I call this Black Panther Day. Yeah, going to see Black Panther tonight. We'll get started here in just a second. You guys ready to learn some new information this morning? I always start my day off learning something new. What's going on, Marquise? My Morehouse brother. And Marquise, what year did you finish at Morehouse? Good morning, Jesse. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing started here. So I'm going to cover two articles this morning. You know, we did not do late night crypto talk last night because it was Valentine's Day. So I hope you guys enjoyed that day with your significant other, making them feel good and appreciated. Yeah, you know what, Marquise, you're right. Finish or supposed to finish. When were you supposed to, or better yet, what was your freshman year? That's a better question. I know my freshman year was 94, but I got people that started in 94 and they didn't finish until like 2005. So that's all good. That's good. All right. I finished in 98, but it was December 98. I was supposed to finish in, May of 98, but it took me an extra semester. Yeah, 97, that was a good year. Where was I staying? I was up in Hapeville, off of formerly known as Stewart Avenue, Metropolitan Avenue, north of the west of MARTA Station. Hapeville, Georgia. All right, let's go ahead and get started. First, I start off by stating that, as a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor to be dispensing any financial advice. I read the news, share my opinion, and give suggestions. You take that information and do with it as you will. Do your own research. But it is your choice and your decision. So let's look at the market cap today. It seems like the markets are in the green again. Looking healthy. Bitcoin, $9,891 per coin. It's approaching that $10,000 mark again. We've got the coin market total cap is at $472 billion. Is up $15 billion from yesterday. It looks like the price jumped over $600 overnight. So that's a good sign, a good healthy sign in the right direction. We've got Ethereum is up. It's $940 a coin. Bitcoin Cash is up. Cardano's up. Let's see, any significant gains here. Lisk is up 11%. VeChain is up 18%. VeChain, for some reason, is rising big time. Don't know why, but yeah, VeChain is up. Who are the losers right now? Who's going down? See Tron a little bit. Really Nano down by 9.7%. The Waves is up 18%. Komodo is up 21%. Ooh, Ucash is taking a nosedive. That looked like a straight up pump and dump right there. It's down 33%. What in the world? Wax is up 101%? Wax? I don't know if that's a pump and dump yet. It was a 20-something cents a coin the other day. Now it's up 56 cents a coin? Huh. Nabilio is up 55%. So that's the coin watch. A couple of coins that you want to watch out for. But yeah, I will keep a good eye on Bitcoin. Long term for this year, Cardano. That's when I will be watching Cardano this year. All right, let's go over this one dude that put in 90% of his money on cryptocurrencies. I would not advise that. I can't use the word advise. I would not suggest that. Even the biggest billionaires and millionaires say put at least 1 to 5% of your wealth into crypto. This guy's putting 90% of his money. I guess that's all I'll say. Scared money makes no money. If you take a big risk, you're going to get a big reward, but you can also have a big loss. So let me put this in the chat box and let's see what this has to say. The founder of BK Capital Management, Brian Kelly, is such a Bitcoin bull that he has nearly all of his money invested in the cryptocurrency, joining the ranks of those in the formal financial sector who have weighed in on Bitcoin and other digital coins. In 2018, it is clear where Kelly's confidence lies. In an interview with CNBC on February 12th, the upbeat asset manager estimated that like 90% of his money was invested in cryptocurrencies. It would be easy to write Kelly off as another holder with stars in their eyes, were it not for the fact that he has a very respectable history in American financial circles as an author and fund manager. Kelly admitted that in his virtually wholesale investment, he was making a big bet, and that's not for everybody. His allure is not only derived from his movement within U.S. financial circles and his book, The Bitcoin Big Bang, How Alternative Currencies Are About to Change the World. He also manages the BKCM Digital Asset Fund, so there are a few closer to the cold face than Kelly. Since the giddy highs of December 2017, Bitcoin has slumped around 70% from record levels, only to rise again around 40% going into February 2018. Clearly, not an asset for the risk averse. When asked about his bullish concentration on Bitcoin, Kelly said that I run a fund. I have my money in that. I've got investments elsewhere. With such wild swings in value, especially when compared to the recent hysteria when a few percent was knocked off the Dow Jones, virtual currencies require that investors have a strong stomach for grisly bets. That's true. I agree with that. When quizzed about whether he remained complacent while his most favorite asset bucked 10 or 20% in a week, Kelly said, I am comfortable with that. See, here's the difference between a guy like him and somebody who's putting their mortgage in on Bitcoin. He doesn't sweat it when the market drops. Here's how you know when you see people going online or social media crying about that they lost their savings or that somebody scammed them out of some money or that some company didn't do what they said they were going to do. When you're in that situation that you need to scream and call foul, you are in the wrong space and you put in money that you couldn't afford to lose. Because this space moves so fast. When you take a loss, you've got to cut it and move on quickly. Like I like how Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, Larry Bird, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, they all said the same thing. It took Magic Johnson a while to figure this out. Because Magic Johnson approached every single game like it was a championship game. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar taught him a lesson. It said, son, if you are this emotionally invested in every single game, you're going to burn out before we even reach Christmas. Way before All-Star break. You need to check your emotions. Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant say, the reason why they're so successful is because they're not afraid to take the risk. They're not afraid to take the shot, the game-winning shot. Even if they went, Jordan could go 1 for 18 and will still take the game-winning shot and make it. But he's not afraid to miss. And if he misses it, both of them have shared before they even walk off the court, that game is history. They don't dwell on it. They're already thinking about the next. They're already preparing for the next. Yeah, it sucks that they lost, but they don't dwell on it. They're already moving on. They're not worried about what the refs did in the game. They're not worried about what this player did or that player did. Yeah, they may reflect. And the only reason they reflect is as a learning experience. Say, okay, this is what I did wrong. This is the results of that. Here's what I can do next time so I don't repeat the same results. But when you see people going on social media and they're crying incessantly about a loss that they had, and they can't seem to move on. That's why you will never see me part of any class action lawsuits or trying to investigate to track down an owner or get to the bottom of things. You're wasting your time, your money, and your emotional space. The successful people are able to learn from that, cut the loss, and move on to the next quickly. And that's what Kelly's saying right now. He says, I'm comfortable with it. If the market drops 65%, so what? I'm looking at the long-term gain. The only way you lose is when you sell. So what is clear from Kelly's interview is that he has an eye on Bitcoin's potential core value, saying that this is broader than just a currency. I'm making a bet that this is a new asset class in general. Kelly looks at virtual currency with a mid-term vision. He has assessed the new kid on the block and is betting that a slow, genuine acceptance and appreciation will happen over time. That's correct. I agree with him there. Acknowledging the previous vetting of privacy and employment of cryptocurrencies on the dark net, Kelly also said that you're not talking about criminal activity as much as you used to, while acknowledging that as unfortunate, bad press for digital coins, he remained insistent that those associates were diminishing and that new respectability would emerge. Kelly bullishly appraised Bitcoin investment, divorced of seeing it as a transactional currency previously associated with difficulties in transacting or crime or both. That might be his asset management stance, but the enthusiast has also been involved in cryptocurrency vendor initiatives for some time, saying that a global digital currency was inevitable. He acknowledged that. I am not convinced it will be Bitcoin. I agree. In fact, I don't think it's going to be Bitcoin. It could be something else, most likely referring to the dot-com bust when thousands of dot-coms dropped like flies. He concluded rather ambiguously by saying that the history of tech tells us tech disrupts itself. Kelly is an authoritative gambler, if he is any kind of gambler at all, but some wonder whether he is backing the wrong horse. Many of the incumbents in the financial media are gunning for Ethereum's Ether over Bitcoin. Okay, that sentence there shows who's the author of this. Priyushu Garg. He missed the whole point. I just read his whole article, and he's spot on with most of it because he's just repeating what Kelly's saying. But that last sentence, his conclusion, that Kelly is betting on the wrong horse, he missed the point. Kelly is not saying that Bitcoin is going to be the coin and he's putting all his money in Bitcoin. What Kelly is saying is that the future is in crypto, whether it's Bitcoin or some other coin. And if you've got all your money in Bitcoin, do you know how easy it is to switch that from Bitcoin to Ethereum or Litecoin or Ripple or Cardano? In a matter of seconds. So it's not about him backing the right coin. What's going on, Christy and Mike? And here's something else that I believe. This is my own personal belief. I believe that Bitcoin is Yahoo. Bitcoin is AOL, America Online. Bitcoin is Blockbuster. Bitcoin is Hollywood Video. Bitcoin is Radio Shack. Bitcoin is MySpace. You see the correlation, what I'm saying here? The coin that's going to take over is going to, that coin is going to be Netflix. That coin is going to be Google. That coin is going to be Facebook in comparison to their predecessors. See, Bitcoin is the first. It's the granddaddy that broke through. But something bigger and better and more efficient is going to come behind it. Now, it's everybody's guess which coin that will be. Will it be Bitcoin Cash? Will it be Ethereum? Will it be Ripple? Will it be Litecoin? Will it be Dash? Will it be Monero? Will it be Cardano? You know, who knows? Well, it might be a coin that hasn't even been created yet. But Bitcoin's the first. So let's go on to other news here. British couple. You have to think about how this works with divorce, right? British couple lawyer up as 840K cryptocurrency divorce heats up. So let me put this in the chat box here. Divorce is never fun and rarely simple. But when one party, generally the male, owns cryptocurrency, there's an added layer of complexity. Yeah. With cryptocurrency still relatively new as an asset class, there have been very few occasions to date in which the unhappy couple have squabbled over altcoins. A British law firm professes to be handling 3 such cases at present, with the largest involving a tug of war over crypto valued at $840,000. Kissing goodbye to the ball in blockchain. It was only a matter of time until a high-profile, high-value crypto divorce grabbed the headlines. In the event, it was Britain that claimed the dubious honor of hosting the world's largest cryptocurrency untethering to date. Crypto cash divorce nightmare looming, reads the cheery press release published by UK law firm Royds Withy King on Valentine's Day, no less. Bolstering the stereotype about opportunistic lawyers, it reads, Royds Withy King is acting on 3 separate high-value divorce cases where spouses are seeking the disclosure and a potential share of cryptocurrency assets. These are a first wave of cases that the firm is expecting. The 3 cases all involve husbands that have invested in or have purchased cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ripple, and Ethereum. Hey guys, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're in the Bitcoin and crypto space, don't think that your wife doesn't understand what it's all about or what's going on. Okay? Don't think that you can be like, oh, I got a couple accounts here she doesn't need to know about. Women are not stupid. They not be nerdy. They may not understand all the whole crypto stuff, but they understand money. They understand security. And if she knows you've got crypto, you better believe she's watching that very closely. What's going on, Amos and Miguel? The most lucrative of these cases, for all parties, concerns an original investment of 80,000 pounds of cryptocurrency in November 2016, which was valued at 1 million pounds in December 2017, and is now worth 600,000 pounds, which is $840,000. All right, stop 1 second here. November 2016. That's the first time I bought Bitcoin. It was around $740 something around that time. What's going on, Mr. Boggs? About $700, $740. 1 year later, going into December, it was approaching $20,000 a coin. So if this guy put in 80,000 pounds, which is over $100,000, in November 2016, he was a millionaire 1 year later. But then, trouble in paradise. One of the firm's partners speaks of there being a traceability nightmare in cases where a spouse hasn't disclosed their assets. One partner's nightmare, of course, may be another's dream. As previously ventured on news.bitcoin.com, parting with half of one's cryptocurrency collection doesn't come easy. Progressive males let their wife keep her surname and give up half their crypto come the divorce. Patriarchal oppressors put it all in Monero and deny everything. Uh-oh. They put it all in Monero. While onlookers who aren't embroiled in a crypto divorce may derive a degree of schadenfreude from such cases, there are serious issues at stake. In many countries, a 50% division of assets is awarded, despite the husband often being the main breadwinner, because the wife's contribution is recognized in other domains, including caring for their children and supporting his career. Making money from cryptocurrency calls for shrewdness, foresight, and iron hands, but qualifying it in the same bracket as a 40-hour-per-week job may be stretching it. Unless the husband embroiled in the 840K case is a full-time crypto trader, he likely made his money simply from buying early and holding. That's exactly what he did. Is it always 50-50 in relationships, though? Even if the man's spouse isn't seeking an equal division of cryptocurrency, he may, for various reasons, begrudge parting with a portion of his portfolio. As Vandana Chitroda, a partner at Roy's Wethy King, points out, volatility presents a real challenge when valuing cryptocurrencies. Valuation will have to be carried out a number of times during the divorce as the case progresses. If the couple are to reach an amicable resolution, the wife may find her husband more willing to come to an agreement in a bear market, true, than during a bull run. Whether she'd be willing to accept the payoff while the crypto markets are mired in the red is another matter entirely. In the years to come, divorce courts may prove to be a prime testing ground for determining how cryptocurrencies are classified and valued. All right. First and foremost, in the United States, I already know what's going to happen. In the United States, it's 50-50 all assets. That means they look at crypto as a commodity, as an asset, as property. So if you have a house, you know what they always say, the wife gets the house, or you sell it and you split it up 50-50. That's what's going to happen here. The real question is going to be, will the husband disclose where all of his assets are? And how can that be tracked and traced, especially if he's using Monero? They can't be traced. The issue of it being in a bull market or a bear market should be irrelevant. That's like saying, well, I'm not going to give my wife the house until the market goes down. Then I'll give her the house. The house is a house. Just like the Bitcoin. One Bitcoin will always be one Bitcoin, whether the market is up or the market is down. The only time you place another value on that is if you sell it. Because you can give her your Bitcoin in a bear market and think you made off right, and then all of a sudden 2 months later, it triples in value, and she still held on to it. She didn't sell it. So this is going to be interesting in the future. See how couples manage divorce and splitting up of the assets, especially if she knows that you are involved in crypto. She's not going to just let that go, and vice versa. I wasn't going to read this article, but then I remembered I'm not doing a late night crypto talk tonight because we have a special leadership training call with one of the co-owners of Cryptogenics, Will Fietlin, at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And after that, I've got an engagement and we're going to see Black Panther. So there's not going to be a late night crypto talk tonight, but I will. Let me put the telephone number if you guys want to come on tonight and hear from one of the co-owners. 712-432-0075, PIN code 865707 pound. And that's at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Co-owner Will Fietlin. Special leadership training. Getting ready for pre-launch. So I will read this one last article. Bitcoin price steadily grows. Approaches $10,000. Put the link to that here. So let me hit refresh. At the beginning, it was at $9,891. $9,942 right now. Bitcoin. Once again, the most controversial yet largest cryptocurrency by market cap, Bitcoin, is on the rise as it crossed the $9,000 mark on February 14th and nears the $10,000 handle on February 15th. According to our Bitcoin price chart, it is the highest since February 1st. The leading cryptocurrency is on a steady rise as the fear of strict actions by governments around the world on crypto markets subsides. It is not just a crypto market, but the other financial markets have also slumped in the past few weeks. Bitcoin plunged by almost 70% from its all-time high of $20,000. However, its recovery from recent lows has recovered long-term and has encouraged long-term Bitcoin proponents. No, Bill, this is a different line, so you're not going to be able to log on to your computer with this line. That line I had used that you could log onto your computer was because we had international on there. So I'll use that next time, but I already been promoting this number. The one-day chart below shows that a reversal is underway according to the Renko candlestick charts. Bullish confirmation will be given if February 5's fifth price action closes higher than $9,595 on the Bitstamp exchange, generating a buy signal. First green Renko after a series of red candles, indicating the upward trend is in play. That right there is a trick I always have taught about if you're trading or if you want to know when the market is going to rise. You watch the candlesticks. I look at not just the 24-hour candlesticks, but the 15-minute and the couple hour candlesticks and the 7-day candlesticks. When you see constant red, then all of a sudden, you see the candlestick switch to green. That doesn't mean it's going to automatically go up. It may hover there for a second. It may go up 2 clicks, 3 clicks, and then come back down red. It may go all the way down more. I like it more, we call it the squeeze. And you learn this in training, the squeeze. When you start seeing it squeeze, it can go either direction, up or down. All we know is something's about to happen. That's when you want to pay attention and start to buy. But again, you got to learn that in training. Is South Korea the reason for the rise in Bitcoin's price? Nick Kirk, a data scientist at digital currency trading firm Cipher Capital, said sentiment has changed. The Senate hearing a week ago was positive. That definitely helped to create a more optimistic view. Bitcoin value was hit badly over the past weeks as South Korea, a major crypto market, saw a lot of government investigations into the crypto space. However, at present, the fear of government crackdown on the market seems to have lessened. Currently, the crypto market seems to move more steadily and positively than it did back in January, even though the South Korean government has not ruled out the option of an outright ban on cryptocurrency trading. South Korean traders have actively opposed cryptocurrency regulations. In a petition launched December 28, 2017, on the South Korean presidential website against regulating cryptocurrency, collected over 220,000 signatures. According to the website, if a petition reaches over 200,000 signatures, a government official will respond to it. In response to the petition, Hong Nam-ki, Minister of the Office of Government Policy Coordination, in a statement asserted, the government is still divided with many opinions ranging from an outright ban on cryptocurrency trading to bringing the institutions that handle the currency into the system. The government's basic rule is to prevent any illegal acts or uncertainties regarding cryptocurrency trade, while eagerly nurturing blockchain technology. For crypto traders and investors, the rational growth of Bitcoin, the value seems to be more promising than the speculative to the moon spikes. Additionally, such progress in the price stability of Bitcoin will allow more institutional investors to look into the crypto market as a safe investment option. The price of Bitcoin has experienced major drops over the past 2 months. The CoinCheck hack has also reflected on the value of largest cryptocurrency. However, the Japanese exchange has recommenced withdrawals in Japanese yen. On a long-term basis, Bitcoin has grown steadily, apart from the run-up that began prior to December. Recently, Bitcoin proponent and firebrand John McAfee tweeted, "Please God, people, get a perspective about the market. The price of Bitcoin today is still higher than it was just 3 months ago. In a long-term view, Bitcoin is still climbing. Forget about these short-term ups and downs. If you are a short-term investor, you need to get real. You know what I say? You need to get out. If all you're looking at is the short term, this is not the space for you. You're only going to ruin it for yourself, and you're going to ruin it for the rest of us, because you're the type of person that gets in, puts in a lot of money because you've got the resources. It drops short term, you don't understand why, and you start screaming bloody murder that somebody stole your money, that it was a bubble, that it was a scam. And those type of people always seem to be the loudest. Always seem to want to be screaming bloody, want to have a class action lawsuit, want to feel they were wronged. I say, get out. We don't want you in the space. Additionally, Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC's decision to create a cryptocurrency subcommittee also had a positive impact on Bitcoin price. Simultaneously, the CFTC also sought the crypto industry to espouse self-regulatory norms. Therefore, the growth of Bitcoin indicates a maturing market that could work in parallel with other financial markets. Good news. All right, guys, that's all the information for today. We have, like I said, a special training tonight with one of the co-owners, Mr. Will Fietland, at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. I already put the number in the chat box. There is no late night crypto talk tonight. I bought my Black Panther tickets last month, early. And as each day passes, we are getting closer and closer to pre-launch of KGX, Cryptogenics. Getting so excited. We have leaders coming on all around the world, from Australia to Germany. So I'm real excited about that. So if you're just observing and watching, that's okay. You want to see what happens when we launch? That's okay. You can get on then. But this is going to be one of the biggest things of 2018. So with that, thank you guys for joining us today. Have a great morning on this Thursday. Bitcoin Brandon out. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Cryptogenics.